Hello, dear friends. Yeah, this is where you end up when you are filming video courses for download. I want to address in this video something that was brought to my attention about the fact that I am working in my video course for download that I'm filming now, called Old School Didgeridoo, with original recordings, music played by Aborigines. What was brought to my attention was, if I exaggerated a bit in words, at least I perceived it like that, you should have at least the decency to mention those players, those Aboriginal players, by name when you are using them. Yesterday I made this video already, but I decided to erase it. It was sunshine then. The thing is, I got really mad, and this is not good. I mean, this all is, for me, the whole filming of this course, the whole thing in general, is for me a thing of love and joy, a dream come true. I'm doing what I feel is now, for the better part of my life, a thing I have to do. I don't want to live without. And when I got the first time in my life the first recordings of real old school Yidaki and Margo playing, it got my heart and my soul, it clicked in, and it influenced my life in so many beautiful ways. I won't miss a minute. So, them players I am using their music, I love them all. What they did, how they played, their sounds, the magic of it, the rhythms, and of course I would mention them all by their names, of course. The thing is, I can't. I don't have names. Why this is, I want to explain. I really don't know, but it made me mad 18 years ago when I realized I forgot where I got all my recordings from. Some were CDs you could buy in shops at this time, published by record companies long gone, small record companies. Some recordings came from, like, out of nowhere, from the depths of the internet somewhere. But back then there was not much of an internet, so I had also cassette tapes. How you say? Tapes. And yeah, sources I could not tell you where this came from. At least the official CDs or recordings with a booklet or a description in it, they gave no names. And this made me mad 18 years ago, because even back then, with my non-existent knowledge of things about traditional playing, even back then I felt this is outrageous. This is such a shame. I could not understand why the best players, Hiraki and Mago players on the planet, are not mentioned by names. For that matter, also not the singers or other people involved. How can this be? I asked myself. This cannot be. So I don't know how this happened, that there are no names. I picture something like, it would be logical, there were some white men enthusiasts who loved Aboriginal music, and they happened to know some Aborigines, so they went into a supermarket, maybe because they were clearly not professionals, as crappy as their recordings are. They went into a supermarket, bought a tape cassette recorder, went to their Aboriginal friends and said, "Hey guys, please, could you play something for me? I want to make a record of it, a recording of it. Would you do that for me? I love your music. I would highly appreciate that." And I imagine they thought, yeah, cool. Somebody pays some attention. Why not? I know for a fact many, back then, Aborigines never heard themselves on any kind of a recording. There was a German guy, he wrote a book about his traveling to Australia and meeting David Blanasi. And he had, this German guy, a tape recorder with him, and he recorded David Blanasi's voice. And David went crazy. He heard it and heard it and heard it again and laughed every time. And that was a great moment for him, to hear himself one time in life from a tape. So if my imagination is somehow correct, then it's not so far away from imagination. I'm making this video now for several hours to find the right words, because I don't want to get mad again. I'll come to that in a minute. So I imagine those old recordings found their way somehow into a small record company, and they said, yeah, cool, let's publish it. 1,000 copies or something. Nobody cared about names. Maybe that was, if seen more positively, why nobody mentioned names. The thing that made me mad, I explained now, but there's one more thing that really makes me mad. Nobody said that, but it somehow swings between the words, and it's a feeling like some people may perceive my playing original music in a course for download. They may perceive it as a misusing the poor Aboriginal fellows. They get nothing from it, not a cent. I don't ask them for permission. I am making a quick buck. That drives me mad because it's so far from the truth. Nobody said that, but I want to say in my words what I think about it. You see, I love the music from them Iraqi and Magu players from the 50s, 60s, 70s. There is no such music anymore. Nobody plays it anymore. So if anything, I want to honor what they did, want to give to a very small audience who is interested their music, explain what I understand, explore the rhythms, play to it, invite you to play to it. Because I love it. That's my heart and my soul. They are my soul brothers. All of them. We are the same breed. I do this now for 20 years. This is not a big business. If 20, 30 people buy my course, I am lucky. And you can be sure of it's not $1 million I make. And I cannot ask for permission. Them record companies don't exist anymore, and them players are not living anymore, not one of them. They had no names for the record companies or the publishers or where the recordings came from. It's only their music that survived. And I cannot imagine they would come to me and say, you cannot play our music in your course. You cannot do. I imagine those people would say, cool. Somebody cares. Somebody appreciates what we did. So I have no feeling I would use them, or in this kind of sense misuse them. I love their music. I want to honor their music. I guess they would not even think of themselves as musicians. It's more a religious thing. They were the best players the clan had, so they played. To me, they are heroes. And they deserve to be heard. Their original sounds. How I can even think about trying to teach you or explore with you their music if we cannot hear them playing. So you understand, I have to play their music. And I think I do it for the right reasons that I wanted to say to you. And I see you in the next video.